UK man in their midst. And that really
make the
changes
UK
things up.
happy though.
Yeah, well, let's see. It's going to be EnD Gaming on the defense. It will be XTreme Video Esports on the offense. Glass being banned straight away. And what
Normal
will be
ban
the
on
second?
border. It's going to be a normal ban on border now. It's going to be a bit harder for XTreme. Could potentially see a hard breacher that will be banned as Termite or Hibana. But they will be hindering themselves a bit too much. So wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be the counter ban. Oh, actually Termite. Look at that prediction right there.
It's like you know this game and you know these players. The defensive ban from XTreme Video Esports will most likely be something like a Mira. Oh, smooth. The timing as well.
So smooth in
followed
this.
by an Echo.
Or a Maestro.
It's either one of those two, unless if they do something very
Unless they go
cheesy.
for Pulse, but I don't think they do because Rainbow6 plays.
Well,
Echo.
there is the Echo. As I said, I'm a god amongst men. But let's see which team will be better at the end of this map. Will it be EnD Gaming? Or will it be XTreme Video Esports?
That's going to be the question, and only time will tell. At least 7 rounds you will see here before we end the stream. And in the most extreme situation, we will be seeing 12 rounds. And we have the possibility for anything in between. Fact is that the first one will be taking place on the grounds of Bathroom Tellers. And we are heading into the preparation phase right now.
Yeah, we also have to note that Nomad is being picked up more and more often, whilst Kaid is still standing by the teacher that he is, enjoying some of his pension.
Yeah.
And just slowing things down. So far, though, you might see more and more play, as this week we've seen, I believe, 5 picks of him.
I've seen him quite a lot, actually. Not
Yeah.
too sure. Didn't count him or something. Just
A decent amount, which
Definitely
worked
a
out
decent
in his favor for the statistics. Let's just keep it at that, as now XTreme Video Esports will go on the offensive. There will be no Maverick, but of course a Hibana, as the Termite was banned by EnD Gaming.
now, considering Termite is banned, they really have to bring it from top control, because they cannot use Hibana pellets on both opening up the wall right there, as you see in B, and open up the triple wall above. So they're going to be in a hard spot right here. This is a good bomb site to take if a Termite has been banned, because it's just so hard to actually get through. And I believe that XTreme is finding that one out themselves as well.
Yeah, and they're spawning some players already, going in for some quick aggression, get more spots in for themselves, but still no damage being dealt. CCTV control being taken by the Frenchies. The Italians might be in trouble, but Sloppy takes down Fagelko, who overcommitted on one of the cams from the side of EnD Gaming.
That's definitely going to be a good start right here, as 2 black eyes have been taken out right now. Foy trying to get some information on the player who's playing Little Cubby.
By the way, Hard Destructor gone as well.
That's the Hard Destructor gone as well, indeed. And that means if they haven't closed, well, if they haven't opened up the hatches yet, you don't want to do that right now, as that could work against you in the end. You are now in front with 1 member, that is. Did a little bit of damage onto Yogurts, but still the round could go either way, as we saw 2v4 is being turned all the way around earlier today. This still could be the case on the XTreme side as well. A lot of experience is going to be on this squad, of course. EnD Gaming, however, are looking to get their first points on the board.
EnD Gaming has started off well with the first kill onto Falco. 4 more left to find, and so far XTreme Video Esports hasn't gotten an entry, but there is Foy taking out Torok. One of the more known players of EnD Gaming, the maestro of the board, and that means a lot of bullets gone.
Definitely does so indeed. Panics, however, gets a refrag onto Void. It's going to be the sledge gone as well. Panics, Yogurts, Livin, everybody seems to be getting a frag right here. It's a 2-on-2 situation when Shiro is using this LMG in his favor, using it at his best potential, taking out Sloppy right there, and that means it's all going to be up to Elation, all up to the smoke player to try and hold things up. 40 seconds left on the clock. I believe he still has 3 canisters left. This could be potentially a winnable situation if he manages to spread those out perfectly fine.
The big problem is, of course, as well that Renshiro is low, so a smoke canister would take him down just a tad faster. especially because he has the diffuser as well. It should be a bit of a hassle for him, as now it will also be the fetcher of Liven, trying to create a bigger room to work with. Still, no good canister coming in. Some shots are, but the problem is the diffuser still goes down. Shots coming in. Renshiro takes Annihilation in the end. And that is 1-0 for the French side of XTreme Video Esports.
They had the opportunity with the Maestro camera, as we are seeing a rehost being called early on due to a bug with a reverse sound. Now, simple solution you would say is just turn your headset around.
Yeah, sometimes that has been the reason behind reverse sounds. It has happened in the end for certain people, certain players. Well, I'm curious to see what it will bring though. Like, it's 1-0 for XTreme Video Esports. They had that sound bug as well. They weren't too stubborn about it. I think it was one of the players of XTreme Video Esports calling that out. I
thought it was Sloppy. Not sure though.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It's getting late.
So, and it's getting late as well. It's 10:15 right now. So
usually this is my bedtime.
For me as well.
But that's because my girlfriend gets up early, and otherwise they'll be very grumpy all day long. And she said, "Well, I'm going to bed. You should too, also, because otherwise, well, you're gonna be lazy all day." And I can't argue with that.
Yeah, she's probably right.
Oh, she is right.
They tend to be right.
But then, like, because I get home late this night, I get to sleep later. So she just lets me sleep in for a little change. Whilst, you are doing that very handsomely.
I'm doing that very handsomely.
Yeah, like smooth, sensually, everything I wanted with a mic. But I get to sleep in on Tuesdays because I get home late on Mondays.
Well, I don't tomorrow because I have to be back at uni at 9:35. So yeah, it's rough times sometimes when casting. Rough life.
There's the reason I've become full-time caster and not having to get up early in the morning.
I don't have enough gigs for that. So and I'm in year 3 right now. Next year is my last year, so it might be better to just finish things off right now.
Yeah, so, you're getting there.
I'm gonna have that paper in my back pocket whenever I decide to quit casting.
I was never that close. A rip in peace as well. Let's actually get back to the game at hand. And Gaming did a very good thing, starting off the round with the kill onto the Hard Destructor. Problem is they choked right after.
Yes.
Well, yes. Best summary ever.
Best summary ever. They choked. They had the advantage, but the French were perfectly fine in taking that one back, just trading after trading. And as soon as it's a 2-on-2, they take down the top control completely afterwards.
It's going to be a hell of a fight.
It's going to be a bit harder because at that moment it's just going to be the Smoke who doesn't want to show himself too much because it's just too dangerous. Like, he's like, I get this Maestro camera, that means I have information right on the site.
Yeah.
At that moment, that Thatcher comes in, you have no information anymore. So that was unlucky. He wasn't able to toss his canister far enough back to take down the diffuser, and thus lost the round. So close round, could have gone either way. XTreme managed to clutch it out. Might be due to their experience.
Yeah, as you said, XTreme Video Esports has a bit more experience than EnD Gaming. And we have to reiterate the fact EnD Gaming swapped 2 players just before this series. That just ruins your grind. Like, all the prep you had before, the communication you had before was also a bit wrong. And, what?
Respect for the OGs players, don't tell Reverse Soundbook, tell it you got Astro.
I don't know. I'm not that old yet.
Maybe it means the Astro headset or something.
Yeah, maybe that.
Turn around.
Well, maybe. I don't know if you can actually tell from that headset if it's on, wrong, or right. So maybe that's the reason why.
I don't know.
Let's just get back to the game. It is XTreme Video Esports on the offense, taking the first round. Now we'll go to archives and lockers to see who will take the second. Will it be a continuation for XTreme Video, who did a little bit of a choke themselves on that first death, overcommitting onto a black eye and losing their Hard Destructor? Or will it be EnD Gaming, who also did a little bit of a choke, giving too many fights to their opponents, and now having to face another fight for their lives?
This is going to be a hard bomb set to take. Look at all those reinforced walls. Triple wall outside. Double armory wall. Both the fountain walls. Don't have a termite, right? So, wondering how XTreme is going to be taking this. Probably CCTV control. Considering the rotation they just made there. Be giving them free access into fountain if they manage to take control of that.
Well, at least they were cuddling right there in CCTV, which was good for team building on the side of EnD Gaming. Not sure how that will translate into the game though, as Sloppy is now moving all the way across, hoping to maybe catch up Falco. But Falco is focusing on other things in life. He wants to get an education like you.
That door is closed, so if he jumps out, he won't be able to see him, and just a random wallbang of Sloppy will be allowing him to get that kill pretty cleanly without even taking any damage if they know where he is.
Sloppy though not wanting to risk it, playing it a bit passively, still putting up the pressure, and also Spark is sparking up this wall.
Haha, what a nice joke. We can say it's getting late in here as we are nearing the end of the series.
For today, but next week we'll be back. Like
I thought you would laugh about that one as well.
Oh, I wasn't aware.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Feels bad.
I'm already driving home in my head. Like the problem is there were so many rehosts. If there weren't any rehosts, smooth sailing, no problem whatsoever. But you had a traffic jam getting here.
Yeah.
You had to have dinner with your mom, who is a lovely lady. But then, like, you also have to be social.
Socialness is sometimes hard as Yogurts gets that first fragment of Torque. That means that we are seeing the Maestro out of play. Those evil eyes will not be moved anymore, and that's a good entry from the side of XTreme. Who are still struggling, though, to find their way to get in. Right now it seems like they are going to go for an office take. If you see these walls being opened up, we'll be creating a good line of sight ready for Voy. We'll be aware of the fact that, look at that drone actually. Has so much information they just get out of that one. I was about to say, they just knew that there is a long rotation into the CCTV room right there. I have to worry that nobody's actually going to be playing right there. Yogurt picks up one, Falco picks up one, and that means suddenly XTreme have their opening. Double kill though from Sparkso to try and deny things off. As the stun grenades of Renshiro are coming in, Yogurt picks up one, Sparkso gets another one. Right now on 3 kills, could be going up for the potential ace right here. As the canister is wearing off right here, Livin is looking to make his push. Diffuser is going to get pinged right there. As Renshiro seems to be thinking that he knows the around position of this player. And that is actually true. He's on the other side of the wall though. 4 seconds left. Livin will finally manage to pick him up right there. And that means that we are seeing a 2-0 right now for the Frenchman.
Yes, Perxo doing some amazing work. But a 2-0 for XTreme Video Esports nonetheless. And we have to also iterate the fact that Torque, playing on that Maestro, has died first for his team twice in a row already.
Yeah.
And playing the Maestro, that is key.
You have a pretty key position as you are information and denial at the same time. And you could also function as a fragger with that Alda 556. It's such a great gun. Like, it's actually one of my favorites to use on the defense. Like, of course, Mira will for always be my main.
Roaming Mira.
If I have to swap off, I'm either going Echo or Maestro. Now look at that. That's the 3 most banned operators I'm playing.
So you at least get one.
So at least get one of them. But still, my Mira days are over. Even if I would be returning to competitive play, it's just going to get banned 24/7. So.
Yeah, especially against you. You were once shouted out by Kickstar, saying you were probably one of the best roaming Miras he's ever seen. Also one of the few.
Yeah.
So that's something you got going for you.
Yeah. Best roaming mirror EU, because only roaming mirror EU. well,
it's something to put on your resume, as we do see another action phase coming in. It is going to be XTreme Video Esports taking the same operators they've taken before, and it has worked out twice already. The 3rd round in a row could mean detrimental for EnD Gaming, but we'll have to see how that will turn out in the end.
Yeah, definitely so, as XTreme are looking to get their 3rd round. Of course, we are going back to bathroom tellers. That's going to be quite an interesting And had their entry frag so early on last time. Right now, Panic spots one out, won't be able to use that one to his advantage. Sparkso tries to pick that one up instead. And they spots those tracers going down right there.
I'm actually intrigued by EnD Gaming trying to put up some aggression, trying to face it that way. As we do see damage being exchanged only in favor of XTreme Video Esports though. The camps are great, but the damage is so good for XTreme Video Esports. Sparkso is almost down. Yogurts does die though. And that is the Nomad of the board, and that is a big one.
Yeah, I hope to bait him out to jump out on him. Won't be the case, as there is a Claymore right there. Another kill. Koopy coming down right there. Sloppy takes down Livin. 5-on-3 EnD Gaming looking good to potentially take this round right now. As Targ is still going to be alive. He's playing in these offices. Could be pressured anytime soon right now. There is an opening. Panics then. Picks up Falco. 5-on-2. Up to Foy and Renshiro to turn things around. There is this Unicorn into play. It's just an LMG that keeps on firing. Does not ever stop. And together with that, it's going to be Foy who has to recover the diffuser, and it's in a kill box right there. You don't want to jump down in there. It's just going to be guaranteed to kill you if there's a diffuser in there. We'll be having to clear out the area bit by bit, as Renshiro is trying his chances elsewhere. He's just not aware of the complete position of set players. Trying to bait some out, knows that one player should be still in the offices. Spots out that Maestro camera as well, knows that that's intelligence being given to the team, so we'll be taking that out with his impact nade that's most likely going to be shot anytime soon from the lifeline.
Oh, and now actually a smoke canister will go in as Stork takes down Foy. It is a 5-on-1 for Renshiro with only 30 seconds left on the clock. The first pusher will come in, yet he will not commit. Meaning this round is pretty much going nowhere for XTreme Video Esports. Walking through smokes, taking more damage. It will be the 2-1 scoreline EnD Gaming was dreaming of at the start of this round.
Yeah, XTreme now are going back to a bomb site, which is a bit easier to attack if you lack the presence of a Termite. As we saw previously, there's multiple ways to take it, especially with the hold that EnD Gaming has. They just create their own rotation holes. Take control of that. You can move in.
Yeah, what I am confused about though by XTreme Video Esports, that this round they were pretty prone to being taken out by that aggression. The early peek from the Valkyrie was interesting. Then the Nomad dying at the window, just standing out in the open. Trying to bait something out, but not being ready for Sparkso, who was already low. One bullet would have done the trick, but he still got a full spray on him.
Yeah, true. So it's weird to see how that played out. Maybe he got too greedy, knew he was low, tried to peek closely. And that's when Sparkso was able to get the jump on him. But yeah, the story right now, it's 2-1 for XTreme, who are looking to get some points extra on the board. Against EnD Gaming, who are looking to also get their first points on the board. As Pact has lost twice again today. That means that they will be staying on 0 points. And Gaming don't want to have the same faith after 2 weeks. As those two teams were the actual remaining teams in the EU Challenger League. From the actual Challenger League itself, Season 8.
The action phase is again starting. XTreme Video Esports can extend their lead or just lose it entirely. It's all up to them and a little bit up to EnD Gaming. So far, it has been a good showing for EnD Gaming. Their earlier match they had today was also pretty decent against a different French team that was a 7-5 loss against Supremacy. Close, but no cigar was eventually the result there. And now they're still holding on, but they need to win this round. If they lose it, it will be a very tough cookie.
Of course, not the end of the world yet if they manage to lose it, but it's just a better feeling going into this in a 3-1, knowing that you at least have half of the round already in your pocket, or half of the half at least. Knowing that you're going to be having whatever you need to go into the defensive side properly. Right now, Sparkso just holding down the luggage hall right there, making sure no one will be using that vertical or, horizontal play. As we see right now, actually, Yogurts manages to survive with 1 HP. Taking down Sparkso, that's a big frag coming down. In the meantime, Sloppy is quite low himself as well, getting pressured into CCTV. Needs to get some help. Panics will be there. to try and help him out. Sparkso a bit disappointed about the 1 HP on the side of Yogurts.
Adding salt
Adding a little bit
to
of
his
salt
own wounds, as we now see Sparkso still under pressure, and Shiro wants to fight but loses. Unaware of the position, so the droning game for Extreme Video Esports isn't too good at this moment in time. More intel has been gathered, yet Sloppy was the main target, which they weren't able to kill, as Falco is stuck on his lonesome, has that diffuser on his back, but doesn't really know how to get through, as Yogurts now takes on Panic. Still Sloppy is alive though, and Dorcas as well with that unicorn in hand.
Yeah, Elation dropped down after the spots came down, has a good position here actually to deny those X cars from going down. We see a EMP grenade getting eaten by an ADS, and right now openings have been made, but it's just a hard one to hold from this position. Smoke playing from below has the ability to throw in these canisters as he just did, and that means that that entry will be even harder to reach. You see Yogurts rappelling back up onto the sandwich window. Falco just swapping things up. It gets taken down by Torque, who just stood up from there. That means the diffuser has been dropped with 20 seconds left, and there's still one more canister left on the clock. As Sloppy takes down one, Torque takes down one. It's all going to be up to Livin now to make this happen. As he gets tagged a little bit through the smoke, they know exactly where he is because of these hot pings. Gets tagged by Gumine as well, and there we go. Torque finishes things off. We are going to 2-2.
Carelessly and being responded on properly is, I think, the key here for the side of Extreme Video Esports. The walk-in right there from Falco. Of course, there is some barbed wire there, but you know there's a hole there. You know someone can peek. Yogurts was going for the position, wanted to go there, but wasn't in a position just yet, so the communication might have been off as well.
They knew smoke was below. My thought would be clear him out.
Yeah, that's what I thought Yogurts would do. Then Yogurts was low HP, so probably thought like, nah, I can't really do that right now.
Like, he's low HP, so he's, you know, you can spare him. The point is to make sure Smoke is not going to be throwing his canisters up there. So putting pressure is going to be a good thing to do so.
Well, meanwhile, it is back to a 2-on-2, and Gaming has squared things up once again, as 3 players on their side also have 4 kills after a little rehost. But don't you worry, it seems to be going alright right now, as Elation is creating some vertical play for his team to hold off that B-bomb side. But of course, A is also still a possibility Extreme Video Esports might be wanting to attempt.
If you look at that castle barricade right there, that will indicate that they are going to be holding the bathroom, trying to make sure that those drops won't be coming down onto the actual bomb site.
Time will tell if Extreme Video Esports can regain that lead or will actually be on the back foot for the first time in this map. It would be a painful moment. They still are fighting for a pretty decent top 4 so far. And losing against one of the bottom markers, being EnD Gaming, will be something they wouldn't be wanting to write home about. So far though, they still have a long way to go, a long way to actually get back into it, as they are slowly approaching this round again.
Now looking to make an entry right here. Drone is going to get spotted out from Void, taken out as well. He's just going to drone again, try and get some information before he tosses in his frag grenade. As he, where'd you go right there? Spots out one in the actual bathroom. Now there's nothing he can do about that because he's nowhere near. First they will have to take down the top floor control, which will allow them to use vertical play to just rain havoc onto the bathroom, the workshop, and the server room.
Air jabs now also being deployed by Yogurts, trying to help himself take out one of his opponents. Time is ticking out though, 1 minute 30 left on the clock, still no damage being done in favor of Extreme Video Esports, but now they do get a possibility. Renshiro does not know how to pull the trigger in time though, as there is also a second player standing by. This might be the bait that Extreme Video Esports would fall into. Castle barriers could be a hassle, as Voy has also been taken out. That's the sledge gone. Now only Sophia really has a effective tool to take them down cheaply. Yep. Now he moves away from the window. Falco takes down Elation as well. This is smoke down, and that is a biggie. But Renshiro also goes down to Sloppy, meaning it's a 4-on-3. The soft destruction is gone for Extreme Video Esports, and Falco is also gone to half HP.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking good for them, as they are on the back foot right now. And Gaming has all the cards in hand with 50 seconds left. However, though, the smoke is not there. And that means that there is no canisters to block them off. They just need to do it by gunfire and C4s. Question is, will they be able to?
Time will tell, as there's only 30 seconds left on the clock. The canisters will be a big thing they are missing. As Sloppy is still running around at CCTV, being a nightmare for Extreme Video Esports, who still aren't running in. Are they just going to save this round?
I have no clue what they're doing. This doesn't look like an actual strategy. They're just holding on to it. Falco picks up Panics, but they still don't have an entry into side. And as I say, that Falco goes in with the plant. Livin picks up one. Sloppy then gets a refrag, but the plant is still going down. But the last second, he's actually going to get denied by Sloppy. And that means that EnD Gaming will be winning that round just by the wallbang of Sloppy, saving that round right there. EnD Gaming will be managing to take the lead right now and looking to get their points on the board that they want and actually contest into the Challenger League instead of trailing at the bottom.
There are, of course, still a lot of matches to be played, so still a very good shot for EnD Gaming to eventually end up in that top 4 and retain at least a Challenger League position. The bottom 4 will have to requalify. The 3rd and 4th place will be in the Season 10 Challenger League. Additionally, they'll get some money in the bank. And the number 2 gets Pro League relegation. Number 1 gets $2,500 and a Pro League Season 10 spot. Something everyone wants, but only one team can get.
Yeah, right now Vitality doing good business. Having won 3 out of 3 of their games. Currently on top of the leaderboard, uncontested. Are currently playing against Supremacy, I believe.
Yes, that is indeed true. Another French rivalry after Vitality took down Extreme Video Esports earlier on tonight. That was on our stream with a 7-2 scoreline.
Now,
big rounds.
if Supremacy manages to win, Yogurts comes in with a execute onto Renshiro.
Oh no!
That's by shooting the camera, I am almost sure of.
This is the... well, it's a classic.
That's a classic starting mistake right there.
It's unfortunate.
We have seen 3 or 4 team kills today already, all headshots as well. At least they're accurate when they do it.
At least they're doing something right, which isn't what we want to see right now. And gaming is like, I don't know what's going on, but I like it. And let's see if it will mean another round. If it will be a 4-2 scoreline at the end of this defensive half for EnD Gaming, they will be happy. They will be happy to win it as well.
It definitely will be, especially with the, well, let's say a lot of utility gone from Renshiro, as well as the 300 bullets of that LMG. That won't be shot towards anybody right now. It's going to be all up to 4 players of Extreme to try and bring this to a 3-3. Of course, defense is heavily sided due to the lack of a termite, and with that, a lack of hard breaching.
The drones are still coming out from Extreme Video Esports. They are acting as if they are playing a round where they lost a player on a spawn peak. Of course, this was not the case, unless if you count one of the offensive players as a spawn peeker against themselves.
Yeah.
But let's see if they can bring it back. It is Torok again going for some shots, not hitting much, as Livin only lost a little bit of HP. But of course, it's also Sparkster standing by. It's a good team play right now from EnD Gaming, as they can commit more players onto one. And so far, they are putting on more pressure.
Now they knew that wall was going to get opened up, at least the door was going to get opened, because of the black eye that's actually located in that hallway. Panics has extreme and exact knowledge on the location of the Hibana and might be able to act upon that. Right now we see Extreme just trying to take the archives, but it's going to be a hard job as the Maestro is playing there. Yogurts then picks up Panics. That will be opening up things right there. That means the Valkyrie will be off the board. Grenade will now be tossed in right there. Could potentially pick one up. Livin gets Torque. And right now they have the advantage. But with 40 seconds left, they will need to hurry up. Sparkso is still going to be on that ping right there. They actually spotted him out. Sloppy picks up Falco. Drops the diffuser because of that. And as I say that, Sparkso is going to get dropped by Yogurts. And that will mean a 2-on-3 situation, 2-on-2 as we speak, because Sloppy just took someone down who jumped down that hatch. Sloppy definitely doing some good job and great work right here for the Italian team, showing why he is that MVP player. 10 seconds left.
That was a scary one though, almost choking and losing it. Luckily, Elation and Sloppy were standing by, knowing exactly what they had to do. And so they win another round. Going to the offensive side right now, and as you said, it should be a bit more defense-sided with that Thermite being banned. Capitao though, to give her with the edge might be the thing, and Gaming needs to destroy XTreme Video Esports. But then it will still be an extremely hard fight.
Now we are actually going to see customs and the stockroom right there. That's going to be an interesting site to look at. Especially when Falco is playing on that pulse. Now, there's a lack of soft breach on EnD, that's true. So they will have to do with whatever they have. But the IQ could potentially take down Falco as he's running his scanner, for example. And that's basically all that she's going to be used for, together with those Valkyrie cameras. But because of that lack of soft breach, they will need to brute force themselves through, for example, a door or a hatch. And that's going to be the interesting part.
We just heard that Vitality is currently winning against Supremacy with a 5-3 scoreline, which is decent, which is better, or actually worse than against XTreme Video Esports. So, in a sense, the ranking we had before today seemed to be right. Supremacy was at the number 2 spot. Unfortunately, though, they lost a good amount of round difference against EnD Gaming. They did win in the end with a 7-5 scoreline. Now they're on the back foot against Vitality. So I would say some places are set in stone already for this week. But the rest is still a very big question mark.
Definitely so. EnD is looking to prepare right here. Scans out some of those cameras. Won't be able to hit them as they were thrown in the circle right there. Trying to get all the information that they need as they are taking control of the top floor, but it's only Livin and Yogurt's up there. So as soon as they actually know, they're gonna have a good opportunity on taking him down. Maybe use a X-Kairos even to push Livin out of his position. Not sure if they want to do that. Falco gets in with the C4 onto Sloppy, and that means that the big entry fragger on the side of EnD has been removed off the map. Now look at that, Yogurt's is actually taking some damage, not by Falco, of course. Sparxo then takes down Yogurt, and that brings it back to a 4-on-4 situation. IQ doesn't take down the Pearls, but will be dealing a lot of damage onto other members of the team. And right now we are entering some kind of a stall, as EnD Gaming only just figured out they need to take control of CCTV.
Dorok has left the game. I think maybe a reconnect installation takes down Ranchiro, making it a 3-on-3 right now. Still 1 minute left on the clock. Still an offense that needs to take place. As XTreme Video Esports is still holding on. The fuser is still dropped. I don't know if Dorok had that. Or was he dead already? I don't
sure
remember.
Either. I don't know where it's dropped.
Well, they already picked it up right now on the IQ. It was quite a while away to get towards his side, and now they only have 40 more seconds. Still a smoke in play, and I believe still 3 canisters waiting for that moment to strike, as Livin is still sitting here uncontested. This might be the power position he needs to win this round.
He's holding on to that C4 as well, so if he hears someone above him or he hears someone jumping through that window, he doesn't even have to peek them, just throws in that C4, detonates it, and could be potentially getting that kill. Falco swapping over to his cardiac sensor, not spotting anybody as of yet. Panics though, will be finding some smoke canisters right now. He is going in for the plan, but he will be flamed by his own teammate, jumping in right there. Elation going through his own flames right here. It's a 1-on-2 situation, picks up 1, doesn't know about the position of the Valkyrie, and Livin will be winning that one out. Flames right there to destroy their own hopes and dreams, as we are going to see a rehost coming in once again at 3.
I just heard, and it's going to be Border still, and it is going to be 4-3 in favor of EnD Gaming.
Yeah,
it is EnD Gaming on the offense, just where we left off after they took a 4-2 halftime.
talking about getting started again. Our production was so excited about that. You should have heard him cheer. Ooh. Look at that smile on his
Capcan
face
coming
right now.
in.
Capcan! Who can?
Capcan!
There we go. As we are going to another bomb site. It's going to be... hopefully I didn't spot it. Okay, it's gonna be workshop. Ventilation once again.
You were doubting yourself.
Yeah, I was down. I was thinking it was going to be this, but I didn't want to make a mistake once again because I've made 2 already today. 2 is my maximum. I haven't made more.
Oh, then you're very strict. My maximum is 20.
Oh.
And
well, that's the difference between us, right?
Yeah, well, like, that's also the difference that I don't keep count. Just like when I forget what score we were on at half.
How many mistakes did you make today?
Lost count. It's one of my specialties. Not paying attention as we are going through another action phase. Operator-wise, interesting stuff. Capcan coming in. Also the IQ from Sparkso might actually ruin those dreams.
Yeah, definitely. So, expecting the Capcan to be used upstairs, and indeed it will be. Relation will be spotting that out right at the get-go, as this will be slowing down the upstairs control. I assume that is. Now, with the IQ on the board and the actual drones coming in, most likely those EDDs, the entry denial devices, won't do much damage, as they're already getting spotted out right there and taken out by the suppressed pistol of IQ.
Well, let's hope the rest of the team doesn't get too angsty, especially the Ash, of course, usually going in first. But now, after the IQ knows those Capcan traps are in place, just has to go slow down, guys. Just wait for me to clear multiple paths. The problem is that if XTreme Video Esports is holding those angles, sitting and lying and waiting to do anything about destruction, well, maybe we'll have a bad day.
Now, of course, those Capcan traps do 60 damage against 3 speeds, and looking at the lineup, Hibana, Ash, IQ, and Capito are all 3 speeds. So those Capcan traps can do a lot of damage onto the side of End Gaming if they don't take them out, and that's why, luckily, they have taken down quite a few from the start. And look at it, 3 guys from XTreme are playing into customs and on the actual bomb site. It's going to be all up to Falco and Rinchiro to make sure that they won't be dropping in safely. As soon as this happens, it could be a problem.
We also have to add the fact that it might be a weird choice of Capcan after Endgaming, I believe, already playing IQ the previous round as well.
Yeah.
So you could expect them to have this operator. You could have expected this own counter pick to be a thing, as well. They might have ruined stuff. As there is a crash on a certain player for the XTreme Video Esports side, and that would be an awkward thing.
As we are going to be seeing the actual hold coming in. Oh, another crash actually. We're seeing a 4-on-4, so that's going to be equaled out. Sparkso takes down Falco, brings it up to a 4-on-3. And that's quite simple. Like it's quite nice of Endgame to make one player crash as well, because it will bring things back into draw. Livin with his cardiac sensor, just trying to get some information right here. If only Sparkso will be swapping over to his IDD or cassette fret, as it's called right here. He will be spotting out anybody who will be running on batteries, as she shouted out beforehand. Flashbang is coming in, smokes are as well, and that will most likely mean the actual plant coming down right here. Sparkso gets the kill with the Claymore. Voy, however, takes one down. It's a 2-on-2 situation. Needs to get the frag on the back right here. Right now, 5 seconds on the clock. They need to go for the plant, and it's all up to Sloppy now. Sloppy needs to hold this, as he is going to come from top. Livin from the hatch. Won't be able to hit him, won't be able to find him, and that means the diffuser is going down. 45 seconds left on the clock. We'll be spotting them out right here with the cardiac sensor. Right now, though, End has everything under control, as they have the diffuser down. A bit of a vertical play attempt coming down right there from the Pulse. Livin, who is finding himself into a clutch situation, trying to draw things back up. That won't happen. Sloppy will be bringing it in. It's 3-5 right now, as we are going to rehost number 4 in this matchup, because of 2 crashes happening at the same time on both sides.
Hey, did you know I wrote down the score?
Oh, you wrote down the score. What did you write down? Just are heading back into the game right now. Let's hope that this is.
Oh no, it's 43.
Right now.
Did it say 43?
The scores.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! And they
Or are
and
they
can
rehosting
go
at the old score?
Uh,
No, we are going back to another rehost. It's going to be
Yeah.
rehost number 5 right now, going back to us. Yeah, definitely having some
Hey.
good fun right here.
Did you know what I also saw?
What did you see?
They were hovering over ventilation workshop. And they were like, "Wait, this is wrong.
This we did already win this one, right?
This just happened." No, they lost it.
Oh yeah, never mind.
So, never mind. Our brains are playing tricks on us. Welcome back to Behind the Desk and Behind the League with
This is our
Tolisma
vlog.
and Hap. It's been a great night so far.
Yeah.
This is us, by the way, in the bottom.
Whoa.
Follow us on Twitter if you haven't already, because next week, on Monday, we'll of course be back in the studio. And before the show, we'll have a very nice dance clip, probably filmed by one of our production gentlemen or anyone else in the office. Maybe some interns are wanting to help us out.
Today we made a green screen, well, basically a Photoshop battle.
Yeah,
right?
like, the big thing we do when we get here is, like, write down the names of the players just to make sure we have everything we need. Hap tells me about stuff that happened last week, player-wise. Then we talk about the food we are going to eat. Then we have food. And then we just go around walking
then we have
through
2 hours of shitting.
Yeah.
Just doing stuff. Thinking about, well, what is this next shit post on Twitter gonna be?
Yeah, that's the big thing. We
That's
walk
the big
around the
thing.
office and like, we haven't taken a picture here yet. Is this a good spot to make a picture? And then we're looking like, yeah, it could be. And then like 5 minutes before we go live, we sit down. We think, oh wait, we still have to get water because, well, water is important. That's why we have a empty thing of water, because we already drank so much. And I refilled it once already. We've drank 2 liters.
We've drank really much, but maybe it's because we actually talk a lot today.
Yeah, we're doing stuff.
We're doing a lot of stuff.
It's like we're being told to do so by Milan, who is a kind gentleman who's probably grinding the Division 2 right now, which
he's just trying to overtake me in gear score right now.
Oh.
I see him doing it.
Living the dream. Okay, 5-3 for EnD Gaming.
Yeah.
Is it going to be the end within 2 rounds, or will it be a few more?
I have the urge to say 2 more, but I don't think so. So yeah.
Well, I actually just heard from production, like, we're pushing production value through the roof. Just like you are pushing your hours in the Division 2 through the roof. We can actually have a replay session of all the matches so far to give you some highlights, some lowlights of what we've seen so far. So let's just give you some juice. Oh hey, didn't know you were watching.
Hey.
Welcome back. By the way, the match is getting underway. It is 5-3 in favor of EnD Gaming. This was just a sneak peek of our dance class. We'll give you a Monday, next week Monday that is, as we're going to see what's going to go in this round. Will it be Elation doing the stuff he needs to do? As it is now XTreme video. Still on the back foot. 2 more rounds may be needed, maybe 4. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows how many rounds we will play and how many rehosts we will have, as we are currently on 5 for this match. So let's hope we will finally get. As EnD Gaming 5-3, they are in the lead right now. Only 1 more round is what they need to get their first point onto the Challenger League leaderboard. So they are more than eager to get it right here. Now, this match has been going on for a long time right now, so it's gonna be up to Fatigue right now, I assume. And we'll be able to get the upper hand. We are going to bathroom tellers as we see XTreme deploying their defenses, fortifying their castles, and bringing the siege into siege. And who is going to siege? It's going to be EnD Gaming. EnD Gaming is going to be on the attack. We'll have to find 1 more round, as we said, to get that first round on the board. Or point, I mean, because they got a round already.
Yeah, the Fatigue is also hitting us right now.
Fatigue is hitting us right now.
Yes, it's way past our bedtime, but luckily, Mommy won't complain tonight. It is going to be the offense of EnD Gaming once again. They are rather close to, for instance, Livin was actually showing his back to that window. Of course, it is still latched shut, but that could change up very soon.
No, definitely so, as we see the players of EnD Gaming now droning in, trying to gain some information. We'll be spotting out a castle barricade right there. We'll be having the Sylvia and the Ash to deal with said barricades, as they are both hard breachers, soft breachers. Sloppy will be proceeding from below. Right now, Panix is just slowly passing through. We'll be opening up that wall anytime soon right now, and at that same moment, they will be deploying the EMPs right here. We'll be trying to open up. Rinchiro gets taken down. Now the X-Carers will be coming down right there together with a concussion to try and stop the Bandit from doing anything that he can. Trade kill comes in. 2 kills actually on the side of XTreme. As EnD Gaming now is losing 2 of their main players. But the wall will be opened up. And that's going to be a little victory for them. But at what cost?
Torok is spraying like a madman, yet does not deal any damage so far. It's going to be a slower round now with only 1 minute left on the clock roughly, and Gaming has to get a move on in the near future. Still pressure being set on by the French guard as XTreme Video Esports is fighting for their lives, and yet another round. Leven is actually even going on the hunt together with Falco, but are they moving out of a proper position, or are they only creating more chances for themselves?
They have no clue where he is, as he actually just shot through the window right there. Gets picked up by Leven. Actually, Leven picks up a frag into Elation. Tala was the other way around. As we saw a little flick right there, Noble actually hit that head. Leven is going to stay safe right here. Will actually be hit by Torok perfectly. Well shot right there. Good knowledge of the map being used right there, creating an opening for the side of EnD Gaming. Right now, 2-on-3 situation. We see XTreme falling back to side, as that is what they need to do. Long angles being opened up as well, as right now Sparkso and Torok have the task to try and pull in this round.
it is a good fallback from Falco, not overstepping on the upper floor after his mate Livin has died. Only 5 seconds left as well, makes it very hard for Endgaming to get in. Sparxo has an opener, but Falco with the spray down makes it work and makes it a 5-4 scoreline. They line up perfectly after the impact nade of his mate worked out. They jump through the window, and that is some beautiful somersaulting right there by Endgaming. Yet it does not win you any rounds or style points.
I might give them style points, but those aren't worth anything on the leaderboards, as it's currently 5-4. Potentially 2 more rounds, maximum of 3. You're nearing the end of these extremely long series. As I just used both team names in one sentence right there.
You're so smooth.
Didn't even notice once again.
Does it work that well in bars as well?
I don't know. If I think that I'm saying we are nearing the extreme end, that no one will be understanding what I said.
By the way, for those of you not really being up to speed, Vitality won their match against Supremacy with a 7-5 scoreline. Currently, it is Endgaming mainly also adding to that winning guy team, but so far they're still struggling. XTreme Video is in theory on the better side, yet it is still a little wait to see if they will eventually get this round as well.
Now, as I said, the lack of a termite due to its being banned is going to haunt Endgaming right now. They picked up 4 rounds before halftime on the defense. However, they're struggling to get their final rounds in right now, and we are going to Armory Archives, which is well, has this crucial wall you want to be opened up. So you need to get in some pressure on the bandit to make sure that won't happen. And Falco gets the entry onto Elation. Not sure what. Oh, that wasn't even an entry, a spawn pick, as he just ran into break room and got killed because of that. And that means Endgaming is on the back foot from the start of this round. XTreme looking to tie things up, bring it to a 5-5. As Endgaming lost 7-5 once before today. They're definitely not looking to get another one. Yogurts, look at that, he's 1 HP right there. Will be falling back, won't be trying to bend the trick that, as he is so low. He's more valuable alive than dead.
But Endgaming is scared of the flank as well. Renshiro, by the way, also taking damage, going to half HP. That means XTreme Video Esports is on the brink of death.
Oh!
Sloppy actually with a double spray. Now what were they doing? Just
No
standing
clue.
on top of each other, just chilling, and then, well, there is the Ash getting a double kill. Now the run out of Falco will also result in a triple kill, and this might actually turn into an ace as well. Livin going for the fight, he will eventually win it, but the problem is Yogurts is now on his lonesome, low HP, and eventually dead, as Sparxo picks up a double kill. Map and match point right now for Endgaming, as they go to 6-4.
Sloppy doing some insane work right there. Not sure why 2 of those members were stacked up on each other. Sloppy using that to its best potential. Taking them both players cleanly, also picking up the run out straight afterwards. And that means that they have that 1 point already on the board. Now they will be fighting for a 3 to put themselves amongst the others.
XTreme Video Esports really choking it up and messing themselves up this round, as that means they might be out of this match fairly soon. 6-4, your score right now, after a grand total of 6 rehosts, which means the players probably have some fatigue as well. That might actually be the reason they were miscommunicating, stacking up each other. Because, well, the resets are the thing right now. Renshiro would have lost more HP than he would have gained. So
they weren't going for a reset, but
no,
it looked like it, because they were just standing on top of each other, throwing canisters at each other. Right?
Yeah, like Renshiro's at half HP, and the new reset doesn't really help that well.
No.
By the way,
I'm uncertain what happened.
Did you know that our beloved Milan, our Rainbow6 god, has made a little clip of our dancing skills? It's beautiful.
Huh. I sure as hell think so. I mean, we are confident about gonna win that dance-off against UK, right? So.
Oh, we're ready. Like, if we throw in the whole crew of cousins, we're just gonna destroy them. It's like
destroy them.
We have the best breakdance with breakers.
Nice word joke right there. As we are entering the potential last round of today, just waiting for the final, possibly final attack from EnD to come down. They have one more shot afterwards if they manage to mess this one up to get those 3 points in the bag. They're fighting for their lives. They do want to get this so badly. This XTreme is a good name to prove yourself against. Waiting for SparkZone right now to come in, throw that EMP grenade, which will allow Torque to open up the wall. There's no bandit near to bandit trick, and this will result in the wall to be opened up. Elation prone right there, will be using that hole to its fullest potential. As right now they're setting up even further. Panics gets a beautiful frag right there onto Renshiro. That's going to be the Maestro off the board. That's going to be huge utility loss right there for XTreme Gaming. XTreme Video Esport, I must say. Somehow called them gaming fatigue. Is definitely a thing right here. There comes one more impact grenade to deny any utility which could have been deployed on that health wall. And right now, EnD are looking to get their execute on going.
It is still a fight. XTreme Video Esports can win, but then they have to get some frags, and Yogurts is going for a little play. Getting closer to this wall and this hole to see if that MP7 will take off ahead of a certain player. Shots are being fired in this general direction though. You would say Elation might actually invest an arrow into this position. Renshiro was taken out behind the chair, so that isn't something you really need to do anything against. But will they invest what they should invest? A run by will eventually result into Yogurts getting a frag. It is a 2-for-1 trade in favor of XTreme Video Esports, as this is an interesting run as well from the Sofia. Yet it is a crazy round. Dorok takes off a flanker. It's Velko going down, making it a 3-on-2 situation.
Yeah, last two members are sticking here, right here on that wall. One is laying prone, one is right next to the bomb. They have the perfect crossfire right here. Livin can just take them out as they move in, but Voy right there will be taking down Torok, and that brings it into a 2-on-2 as he goes into an even more aggressive spot. SparkZone somehow doesn't know, gets taken out as well. It's all up to Panics right now. Panics gets put out, will be taken out by Voy, and that means XTreme will be winning that round. Match point for EnD still, as XTreme is trying to fight back for that draw that they can get out of this.
Such a chaotic round where both teams are just picking off people running in left, right, and center. No real clear attack from EnD Gaming either, which eventually did cost them the round, being split too far away, holding angles properly, but not really having an EnD to go with it.
And are we going to the extreme end of 12 rounds right now? Will it be a draw? Or will EnD Gaming run away with the win that they so desperately want and need? And they kind of deserve it as well right now. Sloppy doing some amazing work together with SparkZone, doing whatever they need to do to keep their team into play, to keep them into the possibility to get that win. Right now we are going to customs and that stock room, and it's going to be an interesting bomb site to see as a final round, as the other two have been won, so they are not going to be able to go towards that bomb site. This is going to be the last stand of XTreme, the last siege of EnD Gaming.
The action phase will start. There is a smoke again for XTreme Video Esports, but it is a question if that operator will come into fruition, as the rounds aren't taking that long per se, and the smoke is rarely safe, as EnD Gaming is going for bigs pretty early on, time and time again. Now already they are putting on some pressure, and Panics seems to be the sole member going for the upstairs control.
Yeah, definitely so, and that is indeed what they need, because there is no way you're going to get the plan down as long as these two members, Livin and Yogurts, are running around in this area. Sloppy in the meantime, I believe he is taking control of bathroom, as he wants to take down anybody who gets close. In the meantime, Torque already opening up some rotation all right there, opening up another vision hole as they spot out that castle barricade and pointed out as a potential problem. Most likely need the grenade blast from Ash to open that one up. Sloppy with the entry onto Falco. This is definitely going to be a great one, as Panics picks one up as well. Yogurts gets deleted off the board, spots another one, tries to swap over to his gun, misses the first shots, eventually gets the kill to Renshiro. 5-on-2 as the plant goes down. Last couple of seconds of the round have emerged as VODs will be ending that plant, but will be retraded straight away. It's all up to Livin now. Picks up 1. Needs to find 3 more if he wants to bring this to a draw. Gets stunned out by Zofia as the people aren't dropping in right now. Livin in the meantime going for a rotation right here, trying to find out if that's clear or not, as he is now heading up the stairs. Actually not sure about what to do as he gets spotted out by a drone. We'll be hearing the defuse sound going down anytime soon right now. We'll be going for that peak as well. Gets spotted out by Elation first. Will he come out on top of that gunfight or will he not? Swaps over to his pistol, won't be able to deal any damage. C4 comes in, doesn't do anything. As right now, rotations have been held right here. Angles are being watched. Livin picks up 1 more. He needs to find 2 if he wants to clutch this out. 20 seconds or 40 seconds on the clock. Less it like that. 30 maybe. As he's trying to hunt down the last 2 members. Spots out 1, goes for a rotation once again, but he's going to fake it. Tries, spots the head, doesn't hit it. Wants to jump through, goes for the wallbang, doesn't hit that either. Picks up another one, no he doesn't. Sparkso ends things up, and that means that EnD Gaming will be picking up their first match of the Challenger League, 7-5. And oh my, it was deserved.
It was a grueling round. Livin brought it close, and with 1 more shot hitting, it would have been a 1v1. It would have been a possibility for him to win. And so far, EnD Gaming had struggled in this league, but are now finally with a 3 points. After 6 rehosts, after 12 rounds in total in this map,